Hi, my name is Shoenice, aka Shoenice22. A lot of people think I'm a complete idiot, but actually I'm a professional idiot with decades of experience.
On your march, get set, Shoenice.
And I just open up my throat and just something happens and I just know. It's like Evel Knievel jumping over them 20 buses. He knows he can die, but once he gets over it, it's epic for life.
Here's to you. People must think I'm nuts.
I'm in the right place at the right time to do whatever I want. I don't want to be president of the United States. I'll save the world from the #1 YouTube channel. It's a nice day today, nice day to go swimming. Maybe we'll go swimming later on. All I do is travel around the world, you know. My family threw me out 2 years ago because they just didn't understand my YouTube, career and what it's all about. Always seems like I stay in a hotel near a cemetery. I don't know why, but like the last 4 hotels I've been in, I come out in the morning and it's daylight, there's a cemetery. I don't know if God's trying to tell me something, but either way, Lake George, New York, just spreading the word. We had a great house, great family. My father and mom had me and my 2 brothers. Really good times, and then just things started changing in the house. My father wasn't home every night, and eventually there was a for sale sign out, and we went from like a nice, everybody had their own bedroom, to like a 1-bedroom with my mom, who literally just started drinking from all the problems. It's been about 35 years. Nothing's changed. We just bounced from apartment to apartment because me and my brothers were so crazy that literally landlords would just say, "You're a great lady, but your kids are psycho." What's going on, buddy? I used to live here as a kid. Now I'm famous on YouTube, so we're doing a documentary about my life. My name's Chris, by the way. Mike, nice to meet you. You own this property?
Yeah, it's my grandmother's.
Oh, okay.
She's owned it since the 50s or 60s, so.
Yeah, we played around the garage. I just always remember we weren't supposed to go somewhere, and finally the landlord, maybe it's the one who owned it, and it just said, "Listen, you got 3 great sons, but they're animals, you gotta move out." We weren't bad kids, but we just like spray painted the sides of people's houses. We don't know why, we were only 7, but never did anything bad. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right, take it easy, man. Oh, the old neighborhood. Never changes. As far back as I can remember, I just was always the kid on the playground or outside in the yard, and just everybody in the neighborhood knew I would eat crazy things. So I was eating grass at first, and I'd swallow pebbles. In my home economics class, I just started eating the salt, the baking soda, and actually it became such a trending thing in home economics that they always knew that our group would never be able to finish the cake or the muffins or whatever because I already ate half the ingredients. And then it became just like something that I knew I could make money off of.
I got 3 guys from England that don't believe I can drink 3 bottles of Budweiser with the tops on them in under a minute. No hands. On your mark. Get set. Shoe nice.
So I was in a high school like with gangs, and like the principal got his ear half cut off, so I knew it was time to go. My mom said, "If you want to quit high school, you have to join the Army." And I said, "No problem." So I joined the Army, I did my basic training, I did all this other stuff. Eventually, Baghdad was being bombed in 1991. I'm watching it with my roommates. Wow, man, they're tearing shit up. The phone rings. Is this Christopher Thomas Shuey? 097 beep 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 beep. So I knew once they said my social security number, they were coming off the IRR list. So I went out there, I was food supply. I basically just fed all the troops food and water as they came through. One day there was a sandstorm, and I found these two little kids buried in this little sand dune. I gave them some ravioli and did more beef stew. You could see just the energy come back in them too, and just things like that are why I want to make sure no kid goes to bed hungry anymore in the world. Now the YouTube community has allowed me to, take that next level into what I've always believed in, stopping global hunger for good. I'm going to explain to you something to everybody, and this is the way it is. My mom told me that someday, Chris, you're going to save the world, and she knew it too, because that's what I'm going to do. Actually, my son signed me up for YouTube when he was 8 years old. I didn't even know that you could have a YouTube channel. So he was actually the one that signed me up. And then he said, Dad, the only way you're really going to let people know that you're on YouTube is to join Facebook. So once I posted a YouTube vid and it was 40 views the next day, I was sold. I just knew that was the best advertising for whatever you wanted to sell or believe in. When I first did YouTube, I just did a joke. It built up, and people were suggesting, why don't you do what you did in high school at the cafeteria table? You used to take the toilet paper, the napkins, and you'd eat it all. I go, okay, I'll do that. So I did a 3-part series where I ate a whole roll of 1,000 sheets of toilet paper in like 10 minutes. That literally is what blew me up. And all my eating stunts after Elmer's glue were all requests from my fans. Go to my buddy Nathan's Diner, Wake and Bacon. I was just here the other day. I set a new challenge for his menu. Hey, there's my buddy Ian. We know everybody in the town. How you doing, Ian? We're gonna come have some breakfast. How you doing? Awesome. All right. What are you looking at? We're gonna call it Shoenice drive-bys. We just kid around. The town knows us around here. So we don't play games. Hey everyone, Shoenice again. Well, basically this is my first interview with a famous YouTuber, Blaze420, otherwise known as Ian. Dude's no joke, helped me out a lot, he's my friend.
I met Shoenice and I liked his stuff immediately, and then I started watching his blog TV, him live, and then I found out that he was in Balsa Spa for something. He's walking down Lake George, the road, and I'm like, Shoenice! And then we basically immediately hit it off. I have a separate YouTube, it's called Glazed420. I do things like working out, because I do calisthenics, so I'll do like a 1.5 minute handstand. I do a bunch of pull-ups. I do a bunch of goofy videos. I have one that's pretty viral where I'm getting fake tased by a cop at a fish show. The video went viral, has like about 40,000 views.
Hey everyone, Shoenice again. Well, basically, I missed the Polar Bear Club the other night. Oh, I gotta leave my shirt on. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't. Took the breath right out of me. I might look like a little bitch, but you do. Oh my God, my room keys, bro, are in my pants, bro.
I've known Chris for years, on and off for 11 years, and he just recently started staying at the motel and telling me of his success on YouTube. People just living at the hotel now, it don't happen too often. We were against it. But Chris can stay here anytime right now. He'll bring a smile to my face when I'm having a bad day. You can't go wrong with that.
With Shoenice, his style on YouTube, he likes it to be very simple. He doesn't want any intro with the letterheads and all that. He wants it simple and down to the point.
All right. Let's eat some glue today. Hey everyone, Shoenice again. Well, basically, you're probably wondering why I'm wearing a microphone right now. Well, the Vice documentary crew, they actually showed up here today and they're videotaping me right now. And we got my man Dan, he's got a bottle of wood glue and he's gonna open up the top and he's gonna pour it in my mouth. Somebody's actually testing it out. Yeah. It's glue. I love you, bro. On your mark, get set, don't kill me, Shoenice. All right, keep going, right? Uh-huh. All right, uh-huh. All right, go. Oh, man, it's almost done. No. I mean, oh, man, not in the face, bro. No, Brad's is gonna want my job. I gotta go out with her. Oh, there. Hold on. It's coming down my nose. Hold on. Water's for pussies, but glue isn't. All right, man, let's finish this up, Ron. I say that's good enough. I say that's good enough, don't you? Yeah. Time. Thank you. Boom. That's how we do a Shoenice fit. I'm gonna clean myself up. How you doing? Either way, basically what I do is medicinal marijuana. I got Crohn's disease, so either way, this is what I do for my medications instead of spending thousands of dollars on medicines that give you more side effects than the actual Crohn's disease. And I've been in remission for 25 years just smoking something that comes out of the ground. So either way, how you doing? A lot of people probably don't like me smoking weed and doing videos for teenage kids, but I'd rather see a kid smoke a tree than get wrapped around one. Let's get rid of the alcohol, you know what I mean? But then the prisons would be only about 30% full. This is one of my secrets. Cranberry juice solves all problems. All right. Let's get this loaded up to YouTube. Vice documentary on location. When I started YouTube, I never had an enemy in my life. So I don't know what it was like to be like a Rush Limbaugh. Like all these people just hate you. A lot of people argue between each other on my comment boards. I mean, I'll go back the next day and they've literally argued for hours on end over the most stupidest things. I mean, let me just get a feel for what the people are saying in the comment board. I don't think it's gonna be anything other than, oh my God, this is incredible. Badass you. This is the only time I'm going to say first is best. Love the behind the scenes. Shoenice. Vice has sunk to a new low. Whatever. These are just people that fight over first, actually. You look so fucking baked, haha, awesome, haha, it sounds like you're really enjoying it. I just think that there's a lot of people out there that are just jealous of me. They want to sit at home and do what they do, and you know, I get bottles of liquor sent to me and I get drunk and I get paid for it. It's fun to troll. You want one of these? Sure. You want to eat one? Really? Yeah. You're gonna eat one? Yeah. You're gonna eat one with me. I'm not opening it. Oh, you got sugar porn on your lap. I'm going like this.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, you can't eat them. It keeps all the sugar together. Some people have made these fake rest in peace videos, like my brother died trying to do, and it hurts me. You know, I'm saving 1 billion children before my heart starts beating, so if we lose one to a tampon stunt, I just call it collateral damage, to be honest with you. Everybody tries to impersonate their hero sometime, and I just have over 5,000 parody vids of people either hating me, imitating me, attempting my stunts, just shouting me out, or literally they just want to find me and kill me. I don't understand. I took all the beer out of my fridge on 4th of July and I went straight for 6 years. And then I started doing YouTube. I was still straight. My ex-wife couldn't handle the fame. So she's like, you gotta go, and I moved out to the garage. And you can see how I have some garage vids, and then I just eventually just left the property, and I knew I wasn't putting my son to bed that night, so time to drink. On your mark, get set. because that's the only reason why I put the bottle down, is for family. So without them, it was chaotic again. But I was homeless for a while. I did matchbook stunts.
On your mark, get set, Shoenice, hard. Look at his tail.
Every bar banned me. I mean, I literally couldn't go anywhere. I met this hotel owner that was rehabbing all these hotels. He actually fed me, gave me a place to do my laundry.
He desperately needs something. He's a veteran, and then I help him a little bit. And after that, I saw him on YouTube, and then now he came back and he said he wanna spend some time in Lake George, and he wanna rent a room from me. I helped him out, so it was nice to see him again.
Yeah, he borrowed my car to the store and comes back and it's full with gas and gave me money and this and that. I mean, he's got a big heart. Likes to make people happy, I guess.
Well, basically, I'm going to save the whole country of Africa, so we're going to start practicing doing donation drive-bys. These people never seen us before behind us, and we're going to go surprise this one lady with a $20 bill. You're not serious. I make money off of Google. I know what it's like to be homeless. I'm not saying you are, but what we do is we help out people. Okay? All I had was a 20 on me, but this guy, Ian, my cameraman, is very friendly. I've been on Tosh.0, World's Dumbest. I mean, I'm just a crazy fella.
Hey, we were so poor growing up. My mom used to say, you better finish everything on your plate. There's people right now starving in the living room. Get it? I think my mom was just a woman that just was too young to have 3 sons on her own. She just, you know, eventually alcohol took over, and literally it would be like, she would go out on a Friday night. She wouldn't want to, you know, forget about her kids, but she would go into a blackout, obviously, you know, go somewhere other than her home. And then the neighbors were wondering when she'd pull in, like, you know, the next afternoon. And I always was able to suffice when we didn't have food in the house. You know, if you didn't have a Miracle Whip sandwich, I'd just take some sheets off the toilet paper roll, because really it fills, I think I still do it to this day. It fills your belly, but, you know, my father eventually came and got us, and times went on. See, I don't like to hang out with drunk people. My mother was a chronic alcoholic. She was a great lady, but when I found her dead at 56 on her living room floor, I knew she was out of her misery, because she lived off of vodka. I guess that's where I get my liquor slamming stunts from, you know? My mom always had that big bottle of vodka, you know, right underneath the kitchen sink next to the dish soap. I thought it was normal to go to 8th grade in a blackout by lunch. I mean, we just used to take the whole glass of vodka to the bus stop. We'd all pass it around and go to school. But it'll catch up to you someday. It'll catch up to me.
They sent me a bottle of Devil's Spring, 160 proof, 30 proof less, so. Now what I'm gonna do is talk to you before I slam this bottle. Nothing's fake about this, I just have a really crazy tolerance for liquor.
The Devil's Springs was kind of freaky, 160 proof. My friends were there. I kind of like was lethargic and passing out, and they couldn't wake me up, so I woke up actually with a tube down my throat. It's the only time I ever had my stomach pumped, and to be honest with you, I was mad because I didn't have insurance, and I knew that tube down my throat was about a $400 procedure.
Alcohol leads to bad stuff. The only 2 times I ever smoked crack in my life was when I was drunk. I would never even think about walking down the street looking for a bump at 4 in the morning, going like this.
When Shoenice chugs bottles of liquor, I feel concerned for his health. I don't want to see the guy end up dying from one of his drinking stunts. And I showed my concern, and a bunch of people on Facebook and YouTube have showed the concern. So he did one stunt with a bottle of Everclear to end all the drinking stunts. He defeats death in a way, you know what I mean? Because some of the stuff, normal people would die from it. And it's just like people like that about death-defying things. And like, wow, he must be some kind of mutant, you know what I mean? There's something special about Shoenice where he can handle that kind of stuff, you know?
It's hard for anybody to hear, but then there's smokers and stuff like that, you know, life is full of choices and he's making a choice. And do I agree with it? No, but it's getting him somewhere, isn't it? I don't know. Would I do it? No. I mean, but people do anything for money, they say, so maybe he's getting a little money out of it, and that's why he's eating glue and tampons and everything else.
And what I do is I'm basically trying to figure out who can really handle, you know, being a part of my revolution. I got Muslims hanging out with, you know, whites from southern Alabama. I mean, I've literally had people coming and going, Shoenice, you saved me from a suicide, you brought our couple, you know, you brought us back together as a couple, and it's just, you know, you're in our lives now, don't ever leave, stop all the craziness, because you will save the world. So, I mean, I'm a lot of people's higher power, I'm their antidepressant, and it's just like, where's it gonna lead to? It scares me sometimes.
But I mean, he does it, what he does it, and I think that's what people looking at it now, that what he's doing is amazing. Yeah.
I'm hoping I can stop global hunger in 3 years, because I'm getting tired. But if I die, I know that there'll be people that carry on. I'll be a better martyr and a better human on this planet. That's a guarantee.
All right.
Nice! Ah, hee-haw, bitches! I own this town! You heard me? Trying to play dead in the cemetery. Right. Nice day.
Hi, Aaron. It's Shoenice. Great job on the documentary. I loved everything. One thing I would like to take back that I said, though, is that if a child died imitating one of my stunts on YouTube, it would be collateral damage towards my revolution. Actually, I would like to take that back. That would be devastating to me, just for me to even think that I had any, you know, possibility in the, you know, way of somebody dying. So, yeah, I appreciate you doing my life story. It should help me out a lot with my hunger campaign, but that was just the one thing I really wish I could stick my foot in my mouth on, is that comment about collateral damage for a teenage kid to die imitating one of my stunts, because that would literally break my heart. Okay, thanks, Aaron. But if you keep it in, that's no problem either. Documentary's a documentary. Bah-ha-ha-hee-ha. Thank you.